Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I had my mask on. I just started my camera and took my mask off just to tell you really quickly what I'm doing. I had a clear resin piece that I did over this holographic window film. So this is the piece I used the last time. This is the top or front side that faces out on your window, so it's got the texture to it, and I'm going to pour on top of this. I'm going to do a smaller ring, and what I'm using is I made my own crushed glass from glass beads. What I've added to the crushed glass is a little bit of resin, a little bit of gold glitter, some orange alcohol ink, pinata. Maybe a bit of Coffee Lett's resin pigment liquid. It's pearlized and orange. And so that is my crushed glass. I've got a little bit of Martha Stewart Fire Opal confetti glitter, just a tiny bit, with a little bit of resin in this cup. In this cup I've got my gold Decorum, beautiful shimmery gold that I love using. The link will be below the video. I'll share all what I used in that link. It has a little bit of pinata metallic gold, rich gold in it, and a drop or so of the coffee. So that's all that is. My orange is a mixture of Arteza, Royal Orange mica powder, Lett's Resin Orange Pearl Pigment Liquid, a little bit of the coffee, some Pinata Orange alcohol ink, and a few drops of the rich gold alcohol ink. So that is the orange. For my mixture of resin, it was exact parts A and B, Counterculture, medium viscosity artist resin, I don't weigh it, I do exact amounts in each cup. When I'm mixing, I mix for about 4 minutes, put it into another cup and mix for another couple of minutes. And then I try to let it sit just for a little while, because the resin, if you're wanting it to get a little bit harder or firmer, you let it sit for just a little while. It will heat up in the cup or whatever you're using. So what I'm going to do here is just spoon out this glass as my barrier. For those of you that have never worked with resin, it's kind of like working with really thick syrup. It sticks to everything, so you gotta have some patience with it. Just saying. Okay. Then I'm going to go over the crushed glass just a little bit. It will seep through, most likely, because that's what happened last time, but I'm hoping the resin in the glass will just help a little bit. And then I want to pop bubbles. I think that's centered. So I'm going to save a little bit of that because it sinks. The weight of the glitter will make it sink, and that's fine. But I want it to just sit, and then hopefully I'll put a little bit on top of it. So I'm using the little plastic beakers. They're so great for resin because you can turn them over and let the resin just kind of come out on the silicone mat, and it pops right out of the cup when you're finished, or it pours out. I mean, it peels out of your cup pretty easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do spirals instead of like petals. I'm going over the inside of the crushed glass just a little bit. And then this line here is kind of thin. I'm going to try to widen it just a bit. I'm just trying different effects when I'm playing with the resin here, just to see kind of what happens each time. So, and then I'm going to drag to the center. Okay, so it's going to look different, I'm sure, as it changes and the resin is starting to creep out through the glass, which is totally okay. But that just helps seal in that glass as well. Put a little bit more down. Cover it. I'll come back in, I don't know, 5 hours or so and see how it's doing. So stay tuned. Okay, so it went out, which is totally okay. Not worried about that. I just love these counterculture silicone mats. So it's still flexible. See? Yeah, I think it's gonna have to wait and then cut it away. But the pattern stayed in there pretty well with the gold, which is really pretty for the top side. And then we're going to see what the back looks like when we take off this tomorrow. But all that is so pretty. So right now the contact paper is attached to the resin, and we will see tomorrow if it will come off. And I'm so curious right now. Okay, before we do the final thing on that, I just wanted to show you. You just take these plastic beakers and like I mentioned in a previous video, they're easy to pull out once they have dried and cured in the cup. And you have leftover resin, and I save all these crazy little pieces for something, I don't know what. So there's the top side of the window film. And there is that. So it's just a cool way to look, you know, basically on this side, and then the top side is shimmery. So just a little tray, something like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell on the bottom right to get notifications, and check out all the links below the video where it says show more on your laptop or the down arrow on your mobile device, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you, and happy Halloween.